Hello there, this is RomWills coming back at you with yet another video. Don't be jealous of another man getting a woman you want. And you know what, I know we've been there. We've all been there. I've been there. I'll tell a story in a second. I'm going to tell a story in a second. But we've all been there. See that woman, she fine. She got that face card. She looking good. She got the nice breasts, the nice old butt, the thick thighs, which save lives. And she got all that, but she get with some dude you don't think he on your level. He ain't as tall as you. He should. He don't be hitting the gym. He don't be practicing body game. Shoot, you might be in the gym all the time, all cut and he pudgy. Shoot. He ain't as educated as you. He ain't making as much money, at least on the surface. And you get mad. You're like, what's she seeing him? How many guys have said that? Be honest about it. You know some guys have said that. Some guys watching this have said that. It's like, what's she seeing him? Might be a group of guys getting together and say, what's she seeing him? I'm going to tell you what. Don't be jealous of it. Now, I said I'd tell a story. I remember, and this is something I learned early in life. There was a young lady, I'll just say she was in the neighborhood. She was getting married. Now, I got invited. I was cool with that. But here was the thing. And they could pick up that I was kind of giving them that look like, oh, why is she marrying him? In fact, the groom even said to him and said, yeah, I got her now, right? I was like, okay, all right. But then found out years later, she was beating the shit out of him. She was beating the shit out of him. She was abusing him. And I was like, oh, gracious. Wait a minute, how's she beating him up? But she was beating his ass. Because remember out here, there's always talk about domestic violence, but it goes the other way. You got some women whipping the man's ass. And I found that out. And I'm going to tell you what, through the years, that was the first time I seen something like that. But through the years, some other guy would get a woman. I didn't think anything of it because I would also find out something about the woman. I remember this one woman, and I had dealt with her back in the day. You know how you deal with some women, and they fine when you were messing with them. But for whatever reason, things don't work out. But then you see them years later on social media and they were like, you know, you were always cute. They be hit you with the hey big head text or something. And you be like, ugh. You be like, that's what you turned out as? There was one woman, I mean, she was pretty cool, but when I saw how she looked, I was like, oh, yeah, nice person though. Nice person, but I was like, damn. You ever see that? That happens a lot. It could be whatever, but some other guy got it. Shoot, you might run into a woman and go shake that up. You might see her. You might be like, ooh, and then see him and be shaking his hand and be like, man, thanks, you man, you saved me, right? I'm gonna tell you what. Don't ever get jealous of another man getting that woman for one simple reason. It really comes down to one reason. You don't know everything up with that woman. He might be saving you. There's many guys out there might have been saved from something, you know? If I might have, okay, say hypothetically, I might have hooked up with that woman back in the day. I probably wouldn't be here because if a woman, anybody put their hands on me, it'd have been some violence. Yeah, I might have been one of those court cases you hear about just getting out, say, yes, RomWills. Oh yeah, y'all have been like one of those funny videos, y'all say, oh, he just getting out. Yeah, some. I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be doing this. In fact, sometimes with some of the women like that, shoot, might not have been alive. They might be like, Eddie Murphy joked about that back in the day. He said, yeah, I was wrong. I was wrong. The woman be saying that, you go to bed now. Shoot. Something happened. You don't know. See, if that woman choose another man, it might, on the surface, it might look like, oh man, she fine. She got all that stuff. I want her. No, you didn't know what you know about that woman. You really didn't know everything. Sometimes even when you think you know a woman, there's something she hiding from you. Because who a woman get is always a reflection of something in her. Remember that. It might be a reflection, because you got some women, you got some women, they'll get married to a guy, but then they don't want to have sex with him. They don't have sex, but you don't see that from the outside, but you would have found out. Or it could have been that woman who is just extra clingy. Could have been that woman who got some control issues. I know a woman, and I dealt with her in the past. She got serious control issues, but guys be chasing her and going crazy over her. And I was like, because me and her, we didn't work out because, well, she has those control issues. She wants to be in charge. And see, that's the type of woman gonna fight you all the time. Or you got some other woman, you might think she all cool, like you get some women out here where they all cool with the man and they looking like they being submissive and in cooperation with his operation. But then that dude come home early and he finds somebody else tearing his woman up in his bed. Then that dude will look back and say, my bad. And you do. You don't know. Or you get some woman, yeah, they'll deal with you, but they cold-blooded. I know a woman, she with a guy, shoot, she don't even have sex with him. She'll stick with him, but she don't have sex with him. She don't have any real love for him. She called him her roommate. I've met a bunch of women like that. But then a bunch of guys might see the couple together and think, oh, he's all lucky. He's lucky. He got her. She's real attractive. She is, but I'm like, knowing the situation, I'm like, yeah, but he ain't getting nothing though. What good is it? What good is it? I mean, you got myriad situations. You don't know. When that woman get with another guy, yeah, you feel bad. Yeah, you wanted, she was fine. She got your joint hard. But then you don't know everything. You don't know everything about her. Because I wish I had the proverbial dime, every single time I find out about some woman I wanted to deal with and found out years later they were doing this or that, or they were crazy. In fact, I know of this other woman, real attractive, she got with this guy I knew. Very attractive, very physical. He even said, man, she was just real pretty. She really was. Turned out, man, she was on some crazy stuff, stealing stuff from the man. You don't know. You don't get jealous of it. You don't take it personally. Just like what I said in a previous sit-down episode, if a woman rejects you, you don't take it personally because you don't know it. You don't take it personally. You don't know what's up with her. Even if it was some woman you were trying to get with, you don't know what's up with her. Because I'm going to say this personally. There's been some women, I don't have a problem saying I've been rejected by some women, see them with some other guy, but then I find out something about them. I'm like, man. Like I said, I want to walk up to the guy and thank him. I say, man, you saved me. Shoot. But don't be jealous of it. Look, if that other man got that woman, they just got it. Even if it's in a situation where she's a good wife to him. Maybe they just clicked. Remember, there's an abundance of women out here. You don't worry about what one in particular does. And you don't get mad at that man. If they click, they click. Sometimes couples just click. You don't get mad at anybody. They just click. That's all you had to do. You just move on. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. Really think about what I just said. All right? And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.